it's hard. Statistics show that it takes 7 times before a woman leaves for real. So, and leaving doesn't mean just picking up my stuff and I'm leaving, adios, I'm never coming back. It means I've left the relationship emotionally and I don't love him anymore. That's 1 time. So from the clients that we've seen and the statistics we've pulled from our database, it takes about 7 times. Not everybody, like I said, every case is different. So sometimes I do have a client right now in my support group that the first time they had been married for 18 years, and then a month towards the end of the relationship, what she describes as the end, after 18 years, it was fine, everything was fine, like he was the perfect husband, but after 18 years, he strangled her and beat her up pretty bad, and she's like, I am not staying, I'm leaving. So every case is really different. I mean, you could talk to different survivors and just read different materials, and every case is really different. Every experience is different. The most dangerous part is when you leave after you've left the relationship, so that's why you need to reach out for services, whether it's the safe house, whether it's to law enforcement. And I know in our community or people that have immigrated from other countries, a lot of the time that's really scary for them because they think they're going to get deported. And I've seen it. There's this one officer Officer Travis. So if you ever bump into Officer Travis, give him a high five. He's with SRPD. There was this woman, she didn't want to make the police report because she was like terrified. She's like, oh my God, I'm being deported. Then I got there and I was able to translate, and I told the officer what she was saying, and he got down on his knees and grabbed her hand and said, you're going to be okay, you're not going to be deported, we're going to help you. So talk about it. The best way is word of mouth. So we had someone call from Mexico City, our hotline, that there wasn't served. They're like, what do I do? So what could we do? We can't go out to Mexico City and bring them over to the United States to our safe house. It's hard. So what we did was we did safety planning through the phone, and we talked about the cycle of violence and how we talked about culture. I think a lot of it has to do with culture, in my opinion. So I know so I went to Mexico last year, and my family asked me, what do you do for a living? And then I explained to them, and they're like, but that's his wife. He can do whatever he wants. They got married. No, that's not the case, honey. I'm from the United States, and I'm going to preach about it here in Michoacan. So I think it's still not everybody's on board. Culture. A few months ago, I had a client that was shot in the chest, and she had seen me on a Thursday, and I was really upset because there's this thing called a conflict check, and we have to do a conflict check with our agency that helps with restraining orders, and there was a conflict. So that agency wasn't going to be able to represent them in court. There's other ways around it. They're a little harder, but there's ways around it, and I just felt like I had failed her. And then the next day I found out she got shot, so I'm like, oh God, she got shot in the chest, she's dead, it's my fault. So that was the worst I've ever felt, feeling like someone was dead because I didn't do enough. And then a week later, she comes in, she's like, I'm alive, I just wanted to let you know that I'm alive and you did help me, and I have that restraining order now. So it's nice. So then I saw the worst and the best part with her. I felt the worst because I felt like I thought she was dead, and then when she came back a week later and she told me she was alive and she still had the bullet in her chest, but that she was alive and that she was going to get it out because she was going to get surgery with the victim's comp, I connected her, then that felt really good.
Hi, my name is Ashley Cooney.
Hi, my name is Brian Ramirez.
Hi, my name is Jorely Figueroa.
Hi, my name is Carlos Lopez.
Hi, my name is Janet Nunez.
Hi, my name is Rafael Vasquez.